don't wanna see me mad. I'll be coming with that payback. You don't wanna taste that. Don't wanna see me on attack. Trust me, you don't wanna face that. Adrenaline, I crave that. Yeah, you know I'm nasty. I'm about to be a savage. When I want it, better have it. Nothing's getting past me. About to take this to the mat, and you'll be wishing you could take it back, yeah. Like an assassin, I'm praying. I gotta act on a craving. I'm coming after, I'm chasing. I'm gonna capture, erasing. Yeah, those who cross me, you'll be crossed off, cause I'm plotting. About to pop off, you can't stop me. Winning is exhausting, but I don't plan on stopping. As long as they keep talking, I got these bodies dropping. As long as they keep walking, I'll keep making deposits. They'll find out they can't stop it, cause they'll learn that I'm a prophet. Yo, I'm seeing all red. Got my vision blurry from the anger in my head. I'll never be second best. They gon' learn today what it feels to regret. You can't stop me now. The demons tearing out. Hold it coming to your neck, cause I'm seeing all red. Vision blurry from the anger in my head. I'll never be second best. They gon' learn today what it feels to regret. You can't stop me now. The demons tearing out. Hold it coming to your neck, cause I'm seeing all red. Cause I'm seeing all red. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it. justice.
Hello and welcome to my Mind Over Matter. My name is Rick, and welcome to the show. Oh, what a day! What a day! I mean, you got Jimmy Kimmel back. I hear crickets. Maybe they're happy for him. Um, I don't know. Well, he'll be back tomorrow. Will he be apologetic? I don't know. I know he's gonna have to read a legal note. That's for damn sure. Um, But it proves to me the cabal is still under control. We don't control the narrative. The people don't control the narrative. You may think you have power. You have shit. You have nothing. Yes, we have voices. We have this. We have unity. You got shit. You got nothing. It's only going to get worse. They're already betraying Trump by all these people. I love how they're just making the Palestine a state. They're like, yeah, Palestine, free Palestine, everybody, let's make them a state. I hope the U.S. don't fall for this trick, because it is the biggest trick that the world's trying to play. And the fact that we're any moment about to start World War III, any moment, they want to pull these little games with us. Like I told you, when they shot Charlie, it was a setup. You can't, there's nothing you could tell me that could prove me wrong. I know. I heard it. That day. I was feeling the energy, and I felt the anger, and I know he was set up. Yeah, I could see 1,000 videos. I don't need to watch Candace Owens. I don't need to see Benny Johnson. I don't need to see any of those people. I feel what's inside. I feel the energy, and I just release it out, and I just say it, you know. And I don't watch Candace. I don't really like her, to be honest with you. She's very outspoken. Yes, she's like on the fence on a lot of things, and she does do, her homework somewhat, but I don't trust her. I don't trust her. She has to prove to me otherwise, but there's something about her that I just don't trust. I don't know if it's her attitude. It's just not even her attitude. It's just her. There's something about her that just makes me not trust her. A lot of crazy things been happening. You got drones interrupting an airport over there in UK. I think it was I forgot where it was. Oh, we got a close up. Thank you for the close up. I appreciate that. Somewhere out there in Europe, there was like a drone incursion with some airport. There was like 2 drones, and it disrupted the flights and so forth, and they had to reroute the flights. And I think it's just a test. It's all a test to see how and what they could get away with. These drones, that's the newest weapon, right? Of the future, the drone technology, which you could just program, put in the coordinates, and they could fly a drone right to your house and blow the bitch up. And what are they gonna say? Yeah, it was an accident. They don't care. The ones that are in control, the ones that have the real power, they are laughing at us right now. They're laughing at us. They saw what happened yesterday. They saw the funeral, the memorial. They saw all this stuff. It doesn't matter to them. The very next day, they were able to bring back Kimby, like little Kimball. Like, little Kimball, come on, Jimmy. Come on. Here, we'll give you your time slot back. I know his contract's up in January. Will Disney renew that contract? Will people watch Jimmy Kimmel tomorrow? I'm sure a lot of people are going to watch Jimmy tomorrow. Am I going to watch Jimmy Kimmel? No. I don't even remember or recall watching an episode of Jimmy Kimmel ever. I've been on YouTube for over 18 years now. I've never watched a full episode of a Jimmy Kimmel show. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I've seen like bits of it, but I've never seen a full show. I couldn't even tell you what the hell it's about. I know it's a talk show type of thing, and they try to do some comedy and maybe some skits or whatever. It's just not my type of programming. Sorry about that. It's just not my thing. But hey, they're saying that Trump linked these Tylenol to autism. I mean, how can you link it to like Tylenol to autism? I think you need some more studies. I think you need more tests. I think you need more time to really even suggest that. I mean, I believe it more has to do with the water we drink. I think it's more of the fluoride and the chemicals that are in the water that are causing more of this autism than it is Tylenol. That's why you can't jump the gun. And I feel like with the Trump administration, I think they jumped the gun too much without properly vetting and getting the right information. But to blame Tylenol, I mean, all drugs are dangerous, no matter what. No drug is safe. Like, is there a safe drug out there? Like, go buy a drug from the store and you'll see all the warning signs in the back of it. And I'm pretty sure it has like 10 warning signs, like, can cause this, can cause that, can cause, it's like a whole bunch of bullshit. Like, drugs are not really like, it's not natural. It's not like Mother Nature. What's Mother Nature is what I'm about to smoke right now. This is the best drug right here. It's my marijuana. Smells good. And while I'm going to be lighting up and smoking up, y'all going to be watching. Let's see. Let me, since I opened this one first, I guess this is going to go first. So, let me set this up. All right, let's check this out.
Welcome back, everyone, to Live Down from Fox. I'm your host, Mike Page. Thanks again for joining us worldwide as we continue to bring you some of the day's biggest top stories. Before leaving for New York City, President Trump did sign an executive order designating Antifa a terrorist organization. If you remember, during his campaign, this was one of the promises that he made to voters that this would happen. Just a little bit ago, President Donald Trump signed this executive order designating the Antifa movement as a domestic terrorist organization. The White House said, promising actions targeting left-wing groups following Charlie Kirk's assassination. And we also want to show you the message and statement from Rapid Response 47 on X, saying President Donald J. Trump just signed an order officially designating Antifa as a domestic terrorist organization. Here is the text of the order. Section 1, Antifa as a terrorist threat. Antifa as an anarchist enterprise that calls for the overthrow of the United States government, law enforcement authorities, and our system of law. It uses illegal means to organize and execute a campaign of violence and terrorism nationwide to accomplish these goals. This campaign involves coordinated efforts to obstruct enforcement of federal laws through armed standoffs with law enforcement, organized riots, violent assaults on immigration and customs enforcement and other law enforcement officers, and routine doxing of and other threats against political figures and activists. Antifa recruits, trains, and radicalizes young Americans to engage in this violence and suppression of political activity, then employs elaborate means and mechanisms to shield the identities of it. So that is the statement there from Rapid Response 47.
Okay, so that's the Rapid Response 47. So let's see what happens with that. Let's check this one out next.
Why was he killed?
He was killed because his words made a difference. Because he was showing people the light. And he was killed by the dark.
Lightness and darkness, and then Elon Musk started tweeting Bible. He posted this line from the Lord's Prayer to his social media account. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us.
And Elon had this to say about Charlie.
Charlie was someone who believed in dialogue, in open debate. He was a man of ideas. He spoke eloquently. He basically never even raised his voice. He was a man of peace. And now he's been murdered in cold blood.
Did you know him personally?
Yes, of course. We met many times.
How was he like?
I supported his opposition. I supported Tony Park from Parkland.
Why was he killed?
He was killed because his words made a difference. Because he was showing people the light. And he was killed by the dark.
Charlie was murdered by the dark for showing people the light. That's quite profound and beautiful from Elon Musk.
And it actually reminds me of my favorite story ever. So it's about 2,000 years ago in Jerusalem, and Jesus shows up and he starts talking about the people in power, and he starts doing the worst thing that you can do, which is telling the truth about people, and they hate it, and they just go bonkers. They hate it, and they become obsessed with making him stop. This guy's got to stop talking. We've got to shut this guy up. And I can just sort of picture the scene in a lamplit room with a bunch of guys sitting around eating hummus, thinking about what do we do about this guy telling the truth about us? We must make him stop talking. And there's always one guy with the bright idea, and I can just hear him say, I've got an idea, why don't we just kill him? That'll shut him up. That'll fix the problem.
We needed not just a political realignment, but also a spiritual reawakening. We did. And we have to bring back religion to America, because without borders, law and order, and religion, you really don't have a country anymore. We want religion brought back to America. We want to bring God back into our beautiful USA like never before. We want God back.
That doesn't count the millions of people that watched all around, not only America, but around the world.
Here's more from Erica.
After Charlie's assassination, we didn't see violence. We didn't see rioting. We didn't see revolution. Instead, we saw what my husband always prayed he would see in this country. We saw revival. He left this world without regrets. He did 100% of what he could every day. But I want you to know something. Charlie died with incomplete work, but not with unfinished business. Charlie and I were united in purpose. His passion was my passion, and now his mission is my mission. Everything that Turning Point USA built through Charlie's vision and hard work we will make 10 times greater through the power of his memory.
That's him. He gets shot. Did you see that? Oh man, Charlie Kirk. You know, to the Charlie Kirk family. Did you see all that blood that came out of his body? The word was like,
And yet, into that ugliness walked Charlie Kirk's widow. 11 days after her husband's murder, Erica Kirk stood at his funeral and provided an alternative worldview.
On the cross, our Savior said, "Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do." That man, that young man, I forgive him. We didn't see revolution. Instead, we saw what my husband always prayed he would see in this country. We saw revival. This past week, we saw people open a Bible for the first time in a decade. We saw people pray for the first time since they were children. We saw people go to a church service for the first time in their entire lives. The answer to hate is not hate. The answer we know from the gospel is love, and always love. Love for our enemies and love for those who persecute us.
Erica Kirk also invoked her Christian faith as you heard her there speaking about her husband's alleged killer.
But the main thing about Charlie and his message, he was bringing the gospel to the country. He was doing the thing that the people in charge hate most, which is calling for them to repent. So how is Charlie's message different? And Charlie was a political person who was deeply interested in coalition building and in getting the right people in office because he knew that vast improvements are possible politically. But he also knew that politics is not the final answer. It can't answer the deepest questions, actually. That the only real solution is Jesus. And the reason, it's really simple. Politics at its core is a process of critiquing other people and getting them to change. Christianity, the gospel message, the message of Jesus, begins with repentance. Christianity calls upon you to change. Our core prayer given to us by Jesus, the Lord's Prayer, demands that we forgive other people, but preceding that is a request for our forgiveness. In other words, forgive us our sins, meditate on what we've done wrong, how we've fallen short, and then it becomes possible to forgive other people. That is a call to change our hearts from Jesus, and that is the only way forward in this country. That is the only solution to where we all know we're going. And Charlie knew where we were going without that. And that is not a call for being politically passive. Of course not. I stood in many stages with Charlie calling for various people to be elected, particularly Donald Trump. And I'm proud of that. It's only an acknowledgement that what Charlie was really saying is that change begins, the only change that matters, when we repent of our sins. We, me. A recognition that the real problem is me and how fallen I am. And that was the reason that Charlie was fearless at all times, truly fearless to his last moment. He was unafraid, he was not defensive, and there was no hate in his heart. I know that because I've got a little hate compartment in my heart, and I would often express that to Charlie about various people, and he would always say, that's a sad person, that's a broken person, that's a person who needs help, that's a person who needs Jesus. He said that in private because he meant it. So I guess I would just say this gathering and God's presence, God's very obvious presence in this room, the presence of Jesus, is a reminder of what we've known for 2,000 years, which is any attempt to extinguish the light causes it to burn brighter. Every single time. So as we proceed into whatever comes next, and clearly something's coming next, remember this moment. Remember being in a room with the Holy Spirit humming like a tuning fork. This is the way. Right here. This is the way. And that is what Charlie Kirk was saying underneath it all. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Jason A, for another beautiful entry. Something's not right. I'm sorry. I when I feel something, I know I go with my gut feeling. Something's just not right. We're not privileged to the truth. We know for a fact Charlie was murdered, but I don't think the narrative that they're trying to pass to us is the truth. It's just not. I heard it on that day. Charlie, like, I heard very loud in my head, it was a setup. I was set up. I was set up. The signs are there, going like this, and then you have the other guy like this, who, like, in their baseball signs, they're like baseball signs telling them, like, take the shot. This is basically telling them, take the shot. You know, he's like, okay, there's the mark, pull the ear, and take the shot. Charlie was set up. That shot didn't come from that roof or wherever that gentleman was. That was a decoy. A decoy, the same decoy with the man that was on right by the stage stating that I shot Charlie, I killed him, kill me, shoot me, I did it. Deflection, distraction. Yeah, big time. Charlie was set up. There's something dark, infamous. Like, this is very deep, very dark. The truth. Listen, how come they're not showing all the cameras? How come they're not showing the footage of that area inside? I'm sure there's cameras. There was a shooter. I saw the video, so it's clear as day someone was shooting from the university to Charlie, but it was not from above where that kid was. Look at it, did a little zoom in and a zoom out. You know why I said that initially? Because on that day, you could hear me and you hear my voice. I said, that shot, when you hear the sound, it like really fast hits Charlie right after you hear the sound. Like, the bullet's hitting Charlie. I go, that is super fucking quick. That's really, really quick. There's no way that rifle where that kid was shooting from like 200-300 yards away could shoot that quick of a bullet. It will take a moment. You'll hear the boom, and then you get the impact. I've gone shooting before. I know that sound does not match where Charlie getting hit. Like, it's too instantly. It's like you hear the boom, and then you hear you see the reaction of Charlie getting hit, like, instantly. It had to been closer. It was a closer shot. It was not a 300-foot shot, 300 yards shot. No, I don't even think that gun was even shot. I don't even think that gun was deployed. It's just something. Okay, where's the ballistic test on that weapon? Okay, first of all, we need to find out the ballistic test. Have they ever found the bullet? Have they found the bullet? Nope. Right. Now you're gonna make me try to believe that a kid that was up on a roof, and the fact that he had all this negative with the trans and having a trans boyfriend and into the fairy stuff and all this crazy shit, you want me to believe all that shit? I'm not stupid. I know when I see a deflection from a mile away. Something smells like shit. It's shit. Charlie was murdered, yes, but he was set up. That individual that they got, I don't believe he's the fall guy. When he went and did and went to the courts and stuff and stood in front of the judge through, I don't know why it was video. He could have gone there in person. I don't know why they did a video conference on that. But if you look at the guy's eyes, he looked lost. The eyes didn't even look like it was there. Like he was just soulless. Was he brainwashed somehow? You know, take the fall, shut the fuck up type of thing. And the type of rifle that that he shot with, what is the true accuracy of that from that far away? Has anybody tested the rifle? That's what I'm saying. Where's the ballistic test? What's the accuracy test on that rifle? You know, the way that the bullet went in, it didn't go in through the front. No, it came in through the back. It came in through the back and came out through the front. Charlie was set up and Charlie was murdered, man. And then the thing is that this is a JFK moment. That's why I put this is a JFK 2.0. Believe it or not, do your own homework. Listen to your heart. Listen to your soul. Listen to your beliefs. Like, do your homework, research it, break it down. There's a lot of videos on it. I wouldn't get too much caught up into it because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. Just listen to your heart and what your heart tells you. And my heart tells me that Charlie was set up and he was murdered. And I don't know why this word came out, Assad, came out really loud in my head. Assad. Extremely loud in my head. Just everything smells really foul. And then the fact that you had these two guys that went up there and grabbed the camera and took out a chip and passed the chip like very sneakily to another gentleman that was there with him, and then that gentleman went and ran running and took off. I don't know. Wasn't that a crime scene? Those supposed to be put like yellow tape all around there and secure the area and secure for all evidence and so forth. Nope, they didn't do that. That's how I know it's a setup. This is like a dog and pony show, and you're getting like bullshit. You're watching the pony stand there and take a shit right in front of you. That's your show. Something's not right. And I feel it in my heart, man. I feel it in my stomach. I know something's not right. That 1%, man. They control the narrative no matter what. They'll tell you right to your face, the president's not in charge. You think Trump is in charge? You think Trump has power? You really do think he has power? Okay. Right. If he had power, he had that much superpower that he does. Why is Jimmy Kimmel coming back on television? Oh, because government cannot tell these people what to say, how to say it, and they can't interfere. But he could broadcast his lies on like all public television because that goes to the public. That's just regular television. You can watch Jimmy Kimmel. You don't need cable to watch Jimmy Kimmel. It's on ABC. And from what I heard, Sinclair is not going to be broadcasting the Jimmy Kimmel show. They're going to be broadcasting something else. So if you live under the Sinclair network of stations that are owned by Sinclair, all the ABC stations, there won't be showing Jimmy Kimmel. And I don't know if Nexstar is doing the same thing. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I know for sure Sinclair is not showing it. So I don't know, man. Something's not right. It's making me feel sick because I know the truth. Charlie was set up, and this plan was and it was rolling for a long time. It was planned for a long time, and they had the opportunity to go ahead and take care and get it together and have a team together there, and like, why would this guy go like this, touch his ear, and the other one goes like this, it's like a fucking baseball game, like telling him steal the base, go steal, steal home, score. And I think that's what happened. They called it. They saw the opportunity. They did the signs. Like, go ahead, you got the clear, take the shot. And people are like, "Where's the bullet?" Yeah. And this is the $1 million question, right? If the bullet came from head on, straight on to Charlie, right? How come you don't see blood coming out, right, from the front? You see it coming from the back with the entry hole. And not only that, but where's the hole on that banner that they had behind Charlie? That banner does not have a bullet hole. Don't tell me the magic bullet is back. Oh, Lord. JFK 2.0. Yes, it is. That's what it is. Yep. Charlie was under attack. Every day he was under attack, and they finally got to him, and they made their point. And the fact that people are going to brush this away. Democrats don't really care for Charlie, as you can see. They run the country still. They're in the media. Media is the biggest problem. Disney, all these like companies that are entertaining companies, they're not entertainment. They're fucking distraction. That's what they are. I do not support Disney. I don't care about Disney. I will never I don't think I remember going to Disney. I know my sister wants me to go with my niece and so forth. They could go take their happy asses to Walt Disney World. I will not fucking go. I don't believe in giving not one penny to that organization ever again in my lifetime. I'm sorry for my niece, but she'll learn. She'll learn. I don't support them at all. Let's see what else I have here. We can check this one out. Give me 1 second. I got a couple of. Let me first before we watch it. We got some stuff here to watch. Let's see. Okay. There's nothing over here. Just go ahead and let's see what Trump has to say here. Before I do that, let me resize this. And resize this one. I'm not going to be on too late tonight. This is probably going to be one of my shorter shows. It's just I'm contemplating and thinking a lot, and my mind is just racing like 1,000 miles per hour. And the fact that we're being lied to, and people are falling for it, it concerns me. It really concerns me. Got my medicine here. It smells good, and we're going to smoke it now. We're going to turn it on. It's a really dark organization that's behind all this. The ones that really control the narrative. Like I said, President Trump, he's only president. But he don't control the narrative. He doesn't. Like I said, he thinks he has power, but he does not have power. And I know they want World War III. I know these Democrats, that energy, they're polluted into our government, deep within our government. Something bad is going to happen. Maybe tomorrow. A lot of people were predicting about something happening bad tomorrow. Could it be? Could we be that naive and suckered to the point that what can we believe? What is real to us? They say lower the temperature. I don't see nothing being lowered. Temperature continues to get hotter and hotter and hotter. We're living the real life Truman Show. You remember the part in the Truman Show where they disconnect like the programming? They're like, take it off, and they take it off, and it goes to like off, like, and people started calling to complain. Oh, how come it's off? How come it's off? Everybody's complaining, and then all of a sudden, because they were looking for Truman, because Truman's lost and he snuck away. That's what it feels like we're living right now. And then they turn on back the television, and it's like back to the Truman Show, and they're searching for Truman. I think that's what the moment that we're at right now. We're at that moment. And the fact that the FBI are being played as suckers, because this is something that's a part of the whole system. The system. The system is not here to benefit us. The system here that we're living in is the system of the beast. And it's never been for us. It's never been a beneficial to us. It's always been an opportunistic, and it always take advantage, and it always has the upper hand over us. We are just bottom feeders. We are puppets. We're nothing. And the more power you think you have, the less you really truly have. It's scary, man. Are we at our end days? Hey, I would love to see the end days, to be honest with you. If it's going to end, let it end. But don't let it be a disappointment. I don't trust what's going on in this world. A lot of devious things are happening. A lot of dirty deeds. And they're using you. They're using all of us. They're using your minds. They're using your thoughts. They're using your algorithms. They're using everything. They got all the information that they need. They're harvesting you. Every day you be harvest. And they put all your little information that you have done all day today, they put in this data bank and they save it. It's like it's a digital footprint. Everyone has one. You have an IP code, guess what? You're being recorded. Everything you say and do can be used against you. Oh, Jason A put another video up. This guy didn't watch Jason A again, because I think I could go for another Jason A. All right, here we go. Let's watch together.
He thought that conversation was the only way to heal our country. And this was important, particularly important during a technological age when we are all hooked into social rhythms, social algorithms that are hacked into a
I
reptilian
just said
board
that.
brain
Oh
and
my
amplify
God.
our impulses for tribalism and for division. He felt that the only way
I know.
to overcome that biological impulse was with a spiritual fire and with developing community. And the only
I think
way
they're
to
using
develop community
spiritual
was through
against us.
conversation.
And the algorithm, I know this is a question many of you have had, will be secured, retrained, and operated in the United States outside of ByteDance's control. And TikTok will remain globally interoperable, meaning TikTok users in the US will be able to see videos posted by users in other countries and vice versa. While I don't have a number on the specific deal, we do expect that thanks to the president's leadership and the securement of this historic deal, businesses using TikTok will generate as much as $178 billion in economic activity within the US over the next 4 years. So this is great news, not just for the millions of American youth who use TikTok. Their data will be safe and secure with this new deal. They'll continue to use this very fun app. But it's also great news for all of the small business owners who have really been able to make a living off of the use of TikTok as well. And if I could just get one more as it relates to China on crop prices with farmers.
Tech giant Oracle will receive a copy of TikTok's algorithm to operate for U.S. users. Now, this
Great.
algorithm
Another
is
company
currently
that I
still owned by
don't even
Beijing-based
trust.
ByteDance. A White House official confirmed this morning that shifting that algorithm to a U.S. company will put concerns of national security to bed.
That was one of the big questions surrounding the deal. Under the plan, TikTok's U.S. operations would shift to a new joint venture with Oracle, Silver Lake, and possibly
Oracle.
Michael
Out of
Dell
all
and
companies,
Rupert
Oracle.
and Lachlan Murdoch as
Okay.
investors. Parent company ByteDance would keep less than a 20% stake in the company. The White House says that President Trump will sign the order later this week to finalize that deal.
It seems like you guys are getting really, really close to a deal for Americans to take over TikTok. They'll get to keep the algorithm because it's so addictive. That's what makes it so valuable. How much money are we talking? How much are these Americans
A
going to
tremendous amount of money.
I would not have.
So
done
I'd
it.
rather have them, they're
This is
very
what I don't
well-known
like about
people, and
Trump.
Larry Ellison's one of them. He's involved. He's a great guy. Michael Dell is involved. I hate to tell you this, but a man named Lachlan is involved. Do you know who Lachlan is? That's a very unusual name, Lachlan Murdoch.
Mr. Murdoch.
I believe, and you call him, and Rupert is probably going to be in the group. I think they're going to be in the group. A couple of others, really great people, very prominent people. And they're also American patriots. They love this country. So I think they're going to do a really good job. I'm a little prejudiced with TikTok because, I did so well with the young voter. And by the way, Charlie helped me a lot. Charlie also said, you should get on TikTok. So I think I did that. But others said that too. And did amazingly well on TikTok. And we got record young voters. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. We won with young voters. We did so well with young voters. And I think a big part of that was TikTok.
President Trump is pretty close to saving TikTok. Do I have that right?
And I'm working very hard to do it and also to save Peter's show, because if we don't do this show, maybe he won't do so well, but he's going to do great.
So Oracle already has the data for TikTok in their data centers. So that part is already sorted out, and it looks like there will be a deal done. I mean, the more private investors that are involved, it kind of makes it hard. Who will determine the strategy in this age of AI, given all these companies are focused on AI and LLM? So who would call the shots in terms of what the future TikTok may look like? But at least it will be owned by U.S. entity and private investors based in U.S.
And Oracle is going to play a key role, a big role in operating everything, including retraining a copy of the algorithm that the U.S.-based TikTok would lease from ByteDance. Anurag, I mean, we knew that was kind of in the works from the get-go, but what's surprising me today is some CEO announcements from Oracle. Safra Catz is being succeeded by two co-CEOs. Is this news a surprise?
Well, it's a surprise, yes, but at the same time, I think Oracle's in a very strong position right now. Other news to get to this morning, including Tesla CEO Elon Musk briefly eclipsed as the richest person in the world. Larry Ellison, the founder of software giant Oracle, held that coveted title for a few hours yesterday when his company's stock skyrocketed as much as 43%. That increased Ellison's wealth by nearly $90 billion, according to Bloomberg, which tracks these wealth ratings. Well, by the end of the trading, at the end of the day, Musk was back in the top spot with $384 billion compared to Ellison's 383.
Poor Larry Ellison.
Yeah, paltry 383.
What's he going to do now?
I don't know. I guess it was fun while it lasted.
In an effort between the United States and China to save TikTok's U.S. operation, the White House today unveiling new details surrounding what it calls a framework deal, in which TikTok will be owned by a majority of American investors and controlled by a board of directors with national security and cybersecurity backgrounds.
In partnership with the U.S. government, Oracle will serve as TikTok's trusted security provider, and they will independently monitor the safety and data security of all U.S. user data on TikTok's platform.
The White House adds a copy of the algorithm will be brought into the U.S. joint venture and overseen by Oracle to comply with American and Chinese laws.
Americans' data will be stored securely in the United States without access from China. All U.S. user data will be stored on servers operated by Oracle in the United States.
You know this is not a good idea, right?
Interference by foreign adversaries.
Tech experts call that recommendation algorithm TikTok's secret sauce and what makes the app so addictive.
Not
On
a good
Sunday,
idea.
Fox News Channel's The Sunday Briefing, President Trump dropping names of billionaires who could possibly take part in the TikTok deal.
A tremendous amount of money.
Billions?
Oh, I'd rather have them, they're very well-known people, and Larry Ellison's one of them. He's involved. He's a great guy. Michael Dell is involved. I hate to tell you this, but a man named Lachlan is involved.
The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on. And it's unimpeachable. The cars have cameras on them. I think we have a squad car here someplace. But those kind of applications using AI, if we can use AI, and we're using AI to monitor the video. So if that altercation that occurred in Memphis, the chief of police would be immediately notified. It's not people that are looking at those cameras. It's AI that's looking at the camera. No. You can't do this. It would be like a shooting. That's going to be an event that's immediately, an alarm is going to go off. It's going to be, and we're going to have supervision. In other words, every police officer is going to be supervised at all times. And the supervision will, and if there's a problem, AI will report the problem and report it to the appropriate person, whether it's the sheriff or the chief or whomever we need to take control of the situation. We have, same thing. We have drones. If there's something going on in a shopping center, and I'll stop. A drone goes out there, get there way faster than a police car. There's no reason for, by the way, high-speed chases. You shouldn't have high-speed chases between cars. You just have a drone follow the car. I mean, it's very, very simple. And the new generation of autonomous drones.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Jason A, for another beautiful entry there. But I hope you guys ready for this roller coaster ride we're about to get on. Tell you right now, tomorrow seems like it's gonna be a very interesting day. Plus, you got Kimmel coming back tomorrow. Very interesting. Hey, Seven. How you doing, brother? This is a crazy night. There's a lot of wild things happening in this world that they think that I'm a sucker. I'm not a sucker. I don't fall for this shit. It's like a big-ass trap, and everyone's falling for it. And I'm trying to warn people not to fall for the trap. Don't fall for it. When the government comes saying they're here to help, that's when you run. Never believe in the government. It doesn't matter who's president. It doesn't matter whose administration's in. The government's not there to be your friend. They're not there for you. They like to say, yeah, we're here for the American people. Right. If you believe that shit, like I told you, I have plenty of bridges here in Connecticut to sell you. A lot of them. And they'll be yours. It's a crazy, crazy world we're living in right now. Very crazy world. Let's go on to what else we got here. Let's check this out here. What is this? Oh, fucking Chicago. All right, let's check out what's going on in Chicago.
We are tracking what happens to the demonstrators arrested during tense protests at a facility ICE is using in Broadview. Some of them being held for hours and then given citations.
They're free now, and talking to our Sabrina Franza. She joins us from Broadview. Sabrina.
Some of those protesters, they're facing citations for assaulting federal officers, a charge that could have them spending up to a year in jail, something that is very rare and definitely not required. Under his glasses, Rogelio Huerta of Berwyn has a black eye.
We were just continuing the protest that happened since Friday, but it got a little ugly.
And he's still there?
Cell phone video shows his arrest. He found himself behind this fence.
And he shows back up again?
Vans and on buses. He says he saw dozens of people inside, immigrants detained, packed in a small room.
They refused me a phone call. They refused food. They refused any kind of essentials that I needed. So if I needed a cover or a blanket, they didn't even have anything for me.
6 hours later, he tells us he walked out with this citation written up for assaulting a federal officer.
The person is given this citation on scene or at a station someplace, and eventually that citation goes to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and they have the final decision throughout the entire course of this proceeding whether or not to drop it or proceed with it. It's totally up to the U.S. Attorney.
Huerta is like three others a top Border Patrol official, Greg Bovino, claimed were cited on Friday.
We ended up arresting 3 individuals for 18 U.S.C. 111, assault on a federal officer.
Now, days later, a smaller group of demonstrators still gathers outside Broadview.
I think that these officers don't even want to do their job. Like literally, they don't want to do this. Some of them.
They don't want to do their job. No, they don't want to fucking deal with your bullshit.
Pepper bullets on those who get in the way.
They want to do their job. They're getting paid really good.
Huerta.
They don't want to interfere with you and trying to run your ass
Lots
over
of
every single
confusion
time they
on
step
whether or
out.
not those demonstrators will actually have a court date. We have not been able to see any of those on the federal docket so far. We'll keep you posted on that. Meanwhile, we did reach out to ICE and to DHS about the arrest that they made between Friday and Sunday, as well as about the conditions inside of this Broadview facility. And we'll let you know when we hear back. We're in Broadview. Sabrina Franza, CBS News, Chicago.
Thanks, Sabrina.
Crazy Chicago. Let's go to this next video here.
Over to New York City. President Trump preparing to address the UN General Assembly. That'll be on Tuesday as more U.S. allies, including the UK, Canada, Australia, all recognize the existence, get this, of a Palestinian state. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu responding, saying the countries, quote, are giving a huge reward to terrorism. Anyone going to dispute that? Former Israeli ambassador to the U.S., Michael Oren, joins us now. Ambassador, your thoughts about the significance of this move?
Good morning, Brian. Always good to be with you. The move is anti-Israel, it's anti-Palestinian, and it's anti-American. It's anti-Israel, obviously, as the Prime Minister says. It's a reward for terror. This is a Palestinian state that doesn't recognize Israel, doesn't even recognize our right to exist, teaches its kids to kill Israelis, pays for murderers of Israelis in our jails. This is not a move toward peace. It's very, very anti-Israel, but it's also anti-Palestinian. Who's celebrating this? It's Hamas. And every time one of these countries recognize a Palestinian state, Hamas's position at the negotiating table hardens. Hamas leaves the table. And that should tell you this. So this move by these countries Will also cost Palestinian lives. It's not going to end the war in Gaza. It's going to prolong the war in Gaza.
It's
And
looking
finally,
it's
anti-American.
True. It also kisses up to a group within their country that they let in, the Palestinians within their own country. And it's an homage to them. So you can kill 1,200 people and be rewarded with statehood. In 1933, the UN put the criteria for statehood. 4 elements: a permanent population, okay. Defined territorial boundaries, not close. A government and an ability to conduct international affairs. They don't have. They got 2 separate governments who hate each other. And one is a terrorist group and the other one is just a corrupt organization living life in the West Bank. Here's our president.
You know a lot of my opinions, and remember this, you can't forget October 7th either. People are forgetting October 7th. They forget it too quickly. That was one of the worst days in world history. It was the most evil attack that I think you could really say babies were involved, little babies were involved, and having their heads chopped off and all of the things that took place. You can't forget that. I don't forget that. A lot of people do, but I don't.
So it is more, Ambassador, than just lip service. And we know that France, by declaring, giving Palestinian statehood and acknowledging it, that broke up the latest hostage deal because they said, wait a second, we have some leverage. But I understand there is some diplomatic advantages for the Palestinians with this, correct?
Well, it enabled them to greater, so basically sue us in international courts. They'll say that we're violating the territorial sovereignty of an independent state. And so that's why it's anti-Israel. But why is it anti-American? Not just Brian, not just because the President Trump says that he objects to it, but this is a violation of the Oslo Accords. The Oslo Accords were signed by a president of the United States, a Democratic president, Bill Clinton, back in 1993. And those accords state explicitly that the Palestinians cannot declare a state. So all of these presumptive allies of the United States are actually taking a move here, which is profoundly anti-American and against American foreign policy.
So they could have had Gaza, 97% of the West Bank and parts of Jerusalem. Yasser Arafat walked away from that deal. And now France and our so-called allies are trying to give him something that doesn't exist. Ambassador, I can only imagine your frustration. And it's all going to play out this week at the UN. Thanks so much.
I'm Steve Doocy. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley.
It's very interesting. I don't know. It's just something about Israel. I don't know. Let's go ahead and go. Let's check this out here.
Thanks, Caroline. But the case against Letitia James was extensively investigated for 5 months, and President Trump's handpicked Attorney General Eric Siebert could not find any evidence that he committed a crime. So is the president saying here it doesn't matter if there's a crime, he just wants his political enemies to be charged?
Well, let me just walk you through Letitia James. Letitia James completely abused her oath of office. Letitia James was actively and openly engaged in lawfare. You talk about weaponizing the Department of Justice. What was Letitia James's campaign slogan? It was prosecute Donald Trump. She was saying she was going to prosecute Donald Trump before she even knew if Donald Trump committed a crime, which of course we did not. Those are not the words of a serious prosecutor. Those are the words of a corrupt politician who is abusing their power. She actively campaigned on that. She also led the witch hunt, the financial fraud investigation against President Trump and the Trump Organization, in an appeals court tossed that case out, a $500 million civil fraud penalty in August, which was another win for the president, and exonerated him of this witch hunt and showed that this is an individual who is corrupt and abused her oath of office. And we also have evidence of her mortgage fraud. An April report from a white-collar fraud investigator found that there was documented evidence that James engaged in a consistent pattern of financial and property disclosures that raise serious legal questions.
But why won't the president accept the conclusions of his Justice Department to not bring charges against Letitia James? In fact, you had Bondi and Blanche top DOJ leadership who were against ousting Eric Siebert, who again was picked by President Trump.
I just answered that question for you, and the president has every right to express how he feels about these people who literally campaigned on trying to put him in jail, who literally tried to ruin his life and ruin his businesses, and he wants to see accountability for those who abuse their office and abuse their power. And Letitia James absolutely did that, whether you want to admit it or not.
Is that not retribution, though?
Jeff, it's accountability.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe
Yeah, it's about
to Fox
accountability.
News YouTube page.
But are they
and catch
gonna
our hottest interviews and most
listen?
compelling analysis?
I think that shirts that me and Tyson came up with make accountability great again, we need to push that shirt more and more out to the public, because that's the true MAGA. The true MAGA is make accountability great again. I just can't believe I'm watching all this. I can't believe I'm like, the only things that I'm waiting for World War III to break out, and the asteroids that are coming, I want them to hit Earth, so all of us could go out at the same time. I'm not selfish, you know what I mean? I'm not harsh, but I truly believe we don't deserve to be here. We don't. We abuse, we use, and we do it every day. And for me, I just think every day it's a new day, but I think it's a replay. We never learn. We make the same mistakes all the time. I don't know. I still see that big earthquake hitting California. Even though today they got a 4.3, but that was like, I reported on it this morning on the Wake and Bake. You got to wake and bake with a side of coffee with me. Early mornings. I don't think tomorrow I'm going to do a wake and bake. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Maybe, maybe not. Depends how I feel and how I wake up. If I leave this show early, there's a good possibility I'll do wake and bake tomorrow. But it all depends on what time I get off of here. You're like, don't blame us, Rick. I know, I'm not blaming y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. But I might do something. I'm thinking about it. You know, it's in my mind. It all depends what happens overnight. But I truly, would like to come on here, and if there's something breaking news that happened overnight, I am going to be on here for sure. For sure. Let's see. I got one more to show news-wise, and then we got the paranormal video. I only got one of them, so there's only one for tonight. And then maybe a Tyson de la Cruz, if I can make it to like 10:15 when the upload time kicks in. I could show his video. But let's go ahead and watch this. Let's see. Oh, this is the Sinclair. Okay, the Sinclair story. Let's check this out. This is with the Jimmy Kimmel.
We want to again bring you some other stories that we are following here for you this evening, including the new news that ABC says they are putting a Jimmy Kimmel back on the air starting tomorrow. And that comes just hours after there was massive protest happening in Los Angeles. I want to go out right now there to Fox 11 LA's Christina Gonzalez with a breakdown of what was happening today leading up to this decision.
Yeah, keep in mind Disney had said and is saying that even though the comments that Kimmel made were, quote, insensitive and ill-advised, after long, thoughtful conversations is how they're describing it, they decided to reinstate the show. And already, let me show you tickets available online for tomorrow night's show and the next day and one after that. And people here who have been camping out for and support of Kimmel say they are very happy. Check it out.
Did they walk with their middle fingers? I just saw middle fingers.
Word getting out outside Hollywood's El Capitan Theater, ABC has reinstated Jimmy Kimmel Live.
I'm just so I'm going to cry. I'm excited that people are still exercising their rights. It makes it worth it.
You're about to cry. It's that emotional.
I'm so damn proud of LA.
This group was part of a much larger pro-Kimmel rally earlier.
The reason that this should concern all Americans is that this administration's actions could threaten speech from both conservatives and liberals.
A who's who of state and local politicians joined by several unions in support of Kimmel, even as counter-protesters tried to interrupt.
Even now, there's people who want to drown out our voices.
LAPD stepping in to stop skirmishes between supporters and critics. Tourists taking it all in. Are they talking about this in Germany? Do they know about this?
I saw it on TikTok about in Germany. Presidents know how this goes.
She's one of the first female late-night comedy writers.
When I was working on The Tonight Show and on Letterman, we were doing jokes about Clinton and Bush all the time, but these guys are big boys and they know how to take it. And that was another era. So here we are.
Jimmy is coming back tomorrow. I am so just ecstatic for Jimmy, his crew.
They're
Are you
excited.
kidding me?
Cautious.
I don't want us to lose momentum because this isn't the end.
What the hell? How much
Keep
did they
in
pay this
mind
girl?
that while some people are very excited, you mentioned
I
that
wonder how much
Sinclair
they
is
paid this
saying that they're
girl.
going to put alternative programming because, in essence, they do not like what Kimmel said. They do want an apology from him, is what I understand, and a large amount of money into the Charlie Kirk Memorial Fund. Keep in mind also that there's some big Disney stars that are also calling for a boycott of Disney because they support Kirk. Marissa Tomei is one of them, the producer of Lost. That was a huge ABC show. So this is still an ongoing situation, but I can tell you that tickets are available for tomorrow night. I'm Christina Gonzalez in Hollywood. Back to you guys in the studio.
Christina, thanks so much. Yeah, and so many people are going to be watching to see what he is going to say for that opening monologue. Again, Christina, thanks so much again for the updates coming out of LA. And again, we want to mention what Sinclair is saying. They put out this statement today saying beginning tomorrow night, Sinclair will be preempting Jimmy Kimmel Live across our ABC affiliate stations and replacing it with news programming. Discussions with ABC are ongoing as we evaluate the show's potential return. And this statement coming from Andrew Colvett, who is the executive producer of the Charlie Kirk Show, as well as Turning Point's spokesperson, saying Disney and ABC caving and allowing Kimmel back on the air is not surprising, but it's their mistake to make. Nexstar and Sinclair do not have to make the same choice. So we will see what Nexstar is going to do. Sinclair says they are already going to be sitting this one out. We'll see if they change their minds
Listen to me.
before tomorrow
This
night.
is very simple, right? Who pays the bills? Advertisers. Ratings. That's really pennies. That's just for numbers. Your true margin is your advertisers. The amount of people watching determines the amount of advertisers you get for your show. If you have a low rating show, then you're gonna have not that much advertisers, but they still advertisers run the show because that's who pays the bills. You know? Now, if Sinclair is not going to be showing the Jimmy show, right? The Jimmy Kimmel show, is Nexstar going to do the same and not show the Jimmy Kimmel show? Because I'm just thinking, that's two really big net, like they're the middleman. They're the one that sends out the signal to all the televisions. And if you don't have that signal, if you don't have that middleman, guess what? Your show is good as dead because the advertisers are not going to pay for something that they can't get to the audience and get to the viewers. They're going to be like, why are we paying you guys to advertise if we can't get to the televisions where the audience are? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So I don't know how Disney's gonna do this. I don't know what deal they're gonna make. Like I said, Jimmy's contract's up in January, and who knows and who cares what's going to happen. I mean, that's what the attention that they want. The left, this is what they want. You see, they were all happy. Yay! They got one black lady there, and she's like, I don't even think she's ever seen an episode of Jimmy Kimmel. And I'm pretty sure they paid her pretty good to talk. And she did what she had to do. Only in America. Only in America. Can we get to the paranormal? Yes, let's do it. I just can't no more. I can't no more. This is it's just this world is just wild, and every day is it's a new day, and every day is like it's like more crazier. It's like another chapter, and I'm like, wow, this is how it is here. If given a chance to do it all over again, would you come back and come and relive your life? Or would you just like say, fuck it, I'll skip. Take me to another planet. Take me to another place. Don't leave me here. You know, we weren't given an option. We were born here. And now we're living our time. Now is our time. The same time Jesus had, we have it now. And I'm just letting you know, they're playing us. We're being played by both sides. We're being played by both sides. You know, I don't know. It's just wild. All right, let's get to the paranormal, and then we'll wrap up the show. Because if I be on here thinking too loud, I'll have eyes watching on me. Because I hear things, right? And I start feeling things, and then it's like dark. You know, like the true people who murdered Charlie. The other kid that he's the fall kid. Was it Tyler Robinson? I think it was. He's the fall guy. There was so many false guys in that crowd, and the fact that the distraction worked, the distraction truly worked to a T, and the people who truly did the deed got out of there, and we haven't even seen videotape. I would love to see videotape of that day of people leaving the building and so forth. I would like to see the hallway where the true shooter was shooting from. There has to be cameras around there, and if they were disabled, I would like to know what's going on with the footage. Why the FBI is not really looking into all this properly? Are they in it? Are they part of this? I believe so. I believe it has to be a dark team that it's within the 1% that they could use to eliminate anybody that they want at any given time. And they put this to play, and it was successful. It was successful. You know? Shit, they made you believe that they caught a lot of people. You know? Just my mind is just racing, right? Because my mind went to Osama bin Laden. How they got to him, and the way they did it, how they did it, and how they projected in your minds, and how they did it. You know, you shave that man, you give that man a haircut, he looks like Barack Obama. Oh shit. Okay. Looks just like him. They could pass as brothers. Shit, they might be brothers. Who knows? You know? I just feel like something really big is going to happen. Man, I keep getting that feeling. Something big. Tomorrow scares me for some reason. I don't know why. just the energy is very strong. Today's the first day of fall. Congratulations, you made it to fall. Woohoo! We're in autumn now. The leaves are starting to change. Yeah. I don't know why that song started playing in my head. All the leaves are brown on a cloudy day. Yeah. I don't know why it's California Dreaming in my head. Hmm. All right, let's get to the paranormal. Because my head is just astral projecting and it's going to things and seeing things and looking at these drones and how they're being, like, areas are being tested to see how strong their security is. And these are like stupid drone toys, right? But it's very effective to see how well protected you are against any drones coming through. China has been working so hard on making drones like crazy. Between China and India and Iran, oh, they're making so many drones because they know that's the easiest way to take out a target, is these drones. They're cheap as hell, and you can put the quantity amount of like TNT on it to blow up anything. And they're very stealth, It's very hard to detect. And Russia knows this. You can use your big bad weapons, your big boy weapons, but sometimes the mosquito could take down a fucking elephant. All right, let's go to the paranormal. Because enough of me. It's just my psychic mind is just working. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to this here, the dark art. So let's see what's going on with this investigation. Mindsea TV.
Just step. And moss growing all over the damn bricks.
You know what I want to do? I want to go lights out. Let me get ready to go lights out.
Honestly, the place looked pretty nice to me. It was very modern looking, had a lot of cool artwork everywhere. What's this? Oh.
Weird old painted. Oh, great.
Photos I don't know. Maybe they have grandkids. I don't know. But those are from the same Polaroid that I'm about to snap pictures with. Same exact film and everything. A lot of people had claimed that they had captured strange things in photographs at this location. We arrived prepared. I brought a Polaroid camera. We had a bunch of film, and we planned on snapping pictures in this place pretty much the entire night. I'm gonna take cool pictures of these rooms. Let's see what we got here. Piano. Let's see about this room, maybe. If there's anybody here that would like to communicate with us, you can come closer to us. We're not here to harm you. We're just here to try to figure out who you are, and if there's a message you would like to give to the owners of this house, we'd be happy to help. see what we got down this hall. I can get one in this room too. Oh, look at all that shit, bro.
Oh. We started noticing that all of the art displayed in this house in some way related to the dead.
Why is it that these people that buy old houses are just, they have to like enshrine or like represent death in some sort of way?
Skulls and eyeballs, and that's some weird shit.
Whole ass necks and heads of animals. Don't get me wrong, I'm an advocate for hunters and whatever else, but it's like,
yeah, it's a little...
based on what I've seen so far, like, I doubt the very nice lady that decorated this place was super into hunting.
Yeah, no. I'm sure she was just more into death.
Yeah.
Look at the eyeball up there. That's just strange to me.
Yeah.
There was a lot of death scattered among one of the walls, eyeballs looking at you. Nice little kitchen in here.
Same here.
Oh, look at this. The whole table is like painted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, somebody hand painted this, it looks like.
As we were walking through the house, we get to like the kitchen area, and they have this huge handmade table that somebody that lives there or somebody that owns that place definitely had taken part in creating. And as I'm looking at the artwork painted on the top of this table, I noticed in the far corner, they had hidden a Ouija board in the artwork.
Oh.
What's up?
There you go. Might have something to do with the activity in here.
Oh, a hidden Ouija board on the painting?
Yeah, whoever's just like...
Just hiding a Ouija board in my painting? Like,
well, whoever's like into... Someone noticed that bought this. Come on now.
Yeah.
So that's the real story.
Oh, this room feels weird to me. Hang on. I don't know what it is. Just walking in here feels weird. And look at that painting too. Here,
what?
Dude. You know what's weird about this? They all look sad. Something about the picture of these little girls on the wall felt weird. This one looks like a fucking demon.
The one on the end looks like, oh, look at that girl with the black or blood on her eye.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one looks like she's got blood on her head. Well, first of all, what the f is that? There was a gray figure among them all, and it was like they tried to cover up this figure with like white paint, but there was blood among some of the girls. It was just very, very weird.
She holding like a gun or like a crystal ball or something?
No, it's like a face. Oh, it's like a dark gray, like ghoulish looking face, and it looks like there's a symbol drawn on the forehead.
Why is there a giant white line in between her and the other ones? Is that supposed to be
maybe they
symbolic? And why are they holding?
Yeah.
And why is her hands bloody?
Maybe we should
cut that.
Maybe we should get away from this. Yeah.
Hey guys, you may have noticed a new feature on the channel. See that little join button that just popped up next to the subscribe button? Starting right now, you have the opportunity to become
join
a member
the
of
channel.
Our
Join the
what
channel.
does that mean exactly? Well,
I'm in
let
the
me explain
channel.
quickly.
Let's go fast forward a little bit.
Let's set up the REM pods down here before we even do the upstairs.
Okay.
So that way we could hear if anything kind of starts interfering. And then, what do you think about doing like a yes, no, maybe in this room? Anything? I got the one REM pod here.
Okay.
And I got another one at the base of the stairs over there.
Okay.
Casey and I invested in some brand new gear for this investigation. So we had 2 fresh REM pods, fresh batteries in them.
Oh, look at a little dollhouse. That's weird. It smells funny up here too.
Yeah. What is that? Little cauldron in there?
Yeah, I don't know. Just a weird little dollhouse. You ever see what's that movie called?
Which one?
With the dollhouse and the little girl that gets her head knocked off. Hereditary. You ever see that shit?
I think so, yeah.
It's a pretty fucked up movie.
You hear that?
REM pod reading. Where is it?
One of my main goals at this place was to try to get our devices to react, and once the devices react, letting me know that there's some sort of activity or presence close by to the devices. I figured that would be a good time to start taking photographs.
If that was you down here near one of these devices, can you please go back to it? Promise it won't hurt you. It's just a toy. If you get close, it'll light up and make a sound. Can you come near one of these? This one over here, the one downstairs. Can't believe you're a not so thin. Good ears.
It was just squealing. It wasn't blue. It was like a solid squeal, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Battery drain.
What?
This flashlight just died. Well, I put the phone down.
Oh, no way.
I put the phone down so we can go look at that.
Give it another click, or it's just malfunction. No, that's it, huh?
Fully charged battery gone once again.
A lot of times we're at locations and we experience things like battery drain, and that is when the energy around you is so high in activity that it starts pulling energy from certain devices.
Okay, so there's stuff happening here.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna have to use your light a bit. Okay, so this is the way.
Developing.
Oh, bro, that's the REM pod. What is all that?
Hold up a second.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Let me take another picture.
No way.
When we would hear one go off, we would grab the Polaroid camera, snap a picture of whatever was causing that interference.
Dude, yeah, that's definitely
It's like something moving around it. Yeah.
What the f? Yeah, because you see a little red light in the REM pod.
Yeah, that's the REM pod. And then you got this blur right there, and then like three.
That might be a reflection. This is not a reflection.
Oh no, most
dude, look
definitely
at
not.
that. Come on now. Take a snapshot of that.
It's like going by the whole room. Look at that. I'm taking another picture.
Go for it.
What the f is going on? This is trippy, bro.
Anything from these?
I didn't even check these yet.
No. This one's trippy, dude.
Yeah, the first one?
Yeah.
I think the second one is equally as trippy, though. That's just like swimming by. Oh, man, bro, what's happening there? Something's happening over there.
What the f? Wait, look at that real quick. What's making that? Is there something hanging from there?
No. We would have seen it on the other pictures.
What the f?
Weird shit, bro.
You didn't move the camera?
No. That's weird, right? Like, that one doesn't look like a figure. Well, maybe. If the fucking figure had like stick arms, like spider arms.
Yeah.
As we take a closer look at this photo, it becomes more and more creepy as we analyze it. What appears to be a head
and a
I had something like that happen to me.
Peeking around the back of this door,
in my last
accompanied by
apartment.
some very long,
I got
slim
pictures of
streaks,
it.
which almost appear to be arms or maybe
I
wings.
still have the pictures.
I'm not sure. We've never seen anything like this on
It's
an
freaking
investigation.
weird.
We've never captured anything like this in a
Around my
photograph.
cat, too. It
And
was
the
crazy.
shape and
I
the figures
think
that
like
were appearing in
2 or
these
3
photographs
pictures.
definitely left us both feeling a bit on edge.
It does put you on edge a little bit,
As
but it
we
was like
analyze the
so
second
unique.
photo, you can see that there are long, skinny streaks, almost as if something is passing by the REM pod. It looks as if it's like a swimming type movement, like wavy a bit. I find it odd that every time we snapped a photo as the devices were going off, it appeared that we were capturing evidence, which means the theory of taking photographs while getting readings might actually work.
Want to do a yes, no in there or something? Try to get some communication there?
Yeah, and we'll just keep the Polaroid with us.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. REM pod went off as soon as we got here with the prism.
Struck. Afraid. You were struck?
Says afraid, yeah.
What a combination of words for
kids.
Struck
and afraid. Monachi. What's Monachi?
I've been getting a lot of dude.
I've been getting weird names on here. Yeah.
When we left the obelisk on?
Says team.
They give us that Himastis or crazy.
Yeah, the name of the, yeah. Hey, can you look up Monachi?
The Ovilus says a lot of strange things from time to time. Sometimes it's random, sometimes it's way too coincidental. But when it said monarchy, and we looked up the definition of what that meant, it's a term used for an old Native American hunter, which, strangely enough, there was Native American references in some of the pictures around us.
Hold on.
Did you see the pictures? Huh?
Yes.
When we first came in this room, I noticed that. Oh, it says running. Disc. Cheat.
Bro, behind you. This is getting way trippier.
Very strange.
I'm wondering if it's something that's like been here since before it was built or something.
Could be something ancient. Oh, yes. Whoa.
No. I'm wondering if it's something that's like been here since before it was built or something.
Could be something ancient. Oh, yes. Whoa.
No.
Something ancient. Okay.
Okay, hold on, bro.
Can you tell us what your message is you would like to get out? Can make a word come through this device right here? Huh. This thing has never died on us.
Ever.
And we come in with a full f***ing battery every time.
Oh.
Dead.
That's a doornail, huh?
Dead. Suck the life out of this.
Wow.
You're taking a lot of energy from our devices tonight. This is one flashlight and an obelisk dead now. Why are you doing that? Are you trying to build up energy for something? Do you need energy from these devices?
My camera's fine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me see some.
Usually it's the camera that's fine.
Oh, I'm not.
What are you?
I'm at 22%.
No way.
My cell phone dropped about 80% in an hour, which it just doesn't do. My phone usually lasts the entire day.
Bro, I should be at like 90 something.
That came off the charger.
100%. When we came in, I'm at 22%. Oh.
Wow.
Snap it. Did you just take a picture with us? Were you in the same room as us just now? Sounded like you came pretty close from what this device just did. Can you do it again? Don't be afraid.
Oh, God.
What? What do you got?
something in
hey
the
guys,
picture.
if you're enjoying today's video, now would be the perfect
Oh,
time for you to
Lord.
hit that like button
Like,
down below, subscribe, hit that bell notification
I'm
so
so
you don't miss the next
that thing
upload when we
scared me
drop.
more than the damn picture.
Spider around me, bro.
Let's see. Oh yeah, look, there's something. Yeah, it's like all over.
What we captured on this
I
Polaroid
had
film,
that.
I've
Oh
never
my
seen
God.
anything like it.
I have evidence. I can show you
Whatever
guys.
this was, it looked like streaks, it looked like light streaks, but it was in the shape of like something with 8 arms, almost like a spider, but it was like almost surrounding me, like it was trying to hold on to me, and not knowing fully how the other side works, that scared me a little bit.
That makes me really uncomfortable, bro.
That looks exactly like the other pictures, just way gnarlier.
Yeah, like the other picture had like arms coming around the f***ing door. What the f***?
Holy crap, bro.
Is this what you look like?
Dude, it's like there's a force field around you.
Is this what you look like?
Is it just the light? Dude, it's like there's a force field around you.
I asked if that's what it looks like. It just lit up green. So if you move one of these devices, it'll start blinking like that. The REM pod is back there. It seems like you like that device. You've been lighting that up a couple times. And the yes/no prism is in the middle of the room on the table. Come close to any of these devices to let us know that you're here with us right now. Oh, no. So you don't want to come close to these devices?
That doesn't make any sense. Like, why?
I don't know.
All of our devices were acting abnormal. Every single one of them had an issue at one point in this investigation.
No. Huh. Is it okay with you if we stay the night here?
There was multiple times throughout the night that we obviously couldn't have known during the time of filming, but when I went to edit the video, I noticed that as some of our devices were getting activity, Colton's camera would start staticking out, like the microphone on his camera. Now, it would work fine the rest of the evening, but every time we would get close to these devices, it's like whatever energy was present was causing an audio interference with Colton's microphone.
Why does that keep screaming no?
I have no idea. Let's see. Anything develops on that guy?
Dude, that one's just insane. There's something going on in here, man.
What's going on with your picture?
Dude.
What the f? Wow. You see what I'm talking about?
No, I have some spider shit around me.
I don't think whatever's in here is like peaceful, bro.
It's definitely.
I don't feel like it's a good like energy. It's over there.
Oh god.
Nope.
Bro.
Not a good energy. Oh, I got goosebumps now,
Dude,
bro.
I'm all over here, Sam.
Look at. Fuck, dude.
All of the devices were signaling that whatever was present was not happy we were there.
Okay, we get it.
Do you want us to leave? Is that what you want?
No. I mean, sure. Oh, man. Why are we backed into the corner with the dead shit?
Yeah, I don't know. We should probably get out of this area for a second, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, get out of this area.
Dude, I'm not real pumped about it. Hey, don't follow me, whatever the fuck you are.
Whether it was a battery drain or audio interference on a mic we've never had issues with before, something was causing all of these things to go awry.
Dude, this thing is going insane in here. Good idea. Good idea. Watch this. Look at that. Like that right there. Look at it now, look. Whoa. It's a face or something, bro.
We started using the spirit box for a little while. We had got activity on the yes/no prism. We had gotten some activity on the Ovilus on some of the other devices. Once we started using the spirit box, it seemed like all of our devices started to die down. I think that we had already hit the peak of the evening with all the devices acting up, and then the spirit box wasn't giving us any solid forms of communication. We turned that off and we decided that we would go to sleep at this location and set up static cameras just to see if anything else would happen the rest of the time that we were there.
There was a lot of very eerie, slow moments during this investigation, and we hadn't experienced much in the way of threatening. No one had been physically touched yet, so we decided we were going to stay the night at this location. When you have a location like this and you have so many people that are saying that they had paranormal experiences there, it piques your interest as a paranormal investigator.
I think that what we captured was an actual poltergeist on camera. It was something that couldn't be seen by the naked eye, but the photographs were capturing whatever it was that was there. And it's startling. It's definitely startling to see something that could be right next to you and you'd have no idea that it was there.
When you walk through the door and you see that they are honoring death openly, with every fixture, every painting, every framed object, in some way, shape, or form, related to the macabre. It really leaves no question for us as to why they're experiencing so much activity.
We try to capture things on film. We try to capture things in photos. And the fact that we went to this place with a plan, and the plan was to detect an energy and then take photographs of the whole area detecting the energy. And it actually worked. That was exciting for me. That was very cool. I feel like that was a step in a new direction for us, and I'm excited to continue trying that in the future. For all of you wannabe ghost hunters out there who are just getting into it, if you have devices that are going off on their own, try snapping Polaroids of the area as the devices are going off. Maybe it's not guaranteed to work every time, but this time it definitely worked for us, and I'm happy with the results.
Yeah, it worked for me. It definitely worked for me when I did mine from my last apartment. I took a video and pictures, and I was trying to find. I don't think it's on this phone. I think it's in my other phone, but I'm trying to find the picture that I have with my cat. I'd done a video on it, and I showed it already on one of the videos. But I'm trying to see if I have it here on my phone, because it was so pronounced, like the light on my cat's head. It was so, but I don't see it here. That's weird, you know? I'm trying to find it. And maybe next time I come on I could show you guys. But I don't think it's on this phone, because I don't see it here. I see another picture that I had, but the one with the light, I don't see it. But I've done a video a long time ago showing it, and I'm trying to look for it to see if it's on here, because it may be on here. But I've been trying to look for it. I have so many damn pictures. That's the problem. It might be on my other phone, because I don't see it on here, and that sucks. Well, it might be on here. I don't know. I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, but I don't think it's on here. And I have a lot of my cat pictures on here. I wonder if it's on my other phone. It was so unique. Like, if I find it, I'll post it on Discord, and then I'll show it to you guys tomorrow. I'm just surprised it's not on here. It's like it's not on this phone. It probably is. I have so many pictures. Like, you know, you're scanning pretty quick through the pictures, and I know these are like the. It's a lot of pictures. All right, guys, I'm wrapping it up. I'm tired. I'm gonna check my other phone to see if I can find that picture, because I'm baffled right now because I can't find it. And I'm trying to see if I put it somewhere. No, I have this picture, but I have the one with my cat that had like a thing on it. I just can't find it now. That is so crazy. I could have sworn. I know I have that picture. I don't know where it's at, but I have that picture. It has to be in my other phone then. If it's not on this one, it has to be on my other one. And then what I'll do is I'll just post it on Discord, because I can't find it here, and that sucks, man. That sucks. And I have a lot of pictures. Oh Lord. A lot of pictures. Let me see if it's under here. I doubt it's here. There's so many damn pictures. It's like having too many damn pictures. But you never know. It might be in here, you know? It's somewhere for sure. But I don't think it's this one here. I don't think it's this file. Darn. Well, I guess I'll wrap it up and then I'll check my other phone. Like I said, if I find it on my other phone, I'll post it on Discord. And it's a unique picture with a light that like in front of my cat. Like on her face. And I don't think it's on this phone. So I'll work on that, and as soon as I get off of here, and I'll post it on Discord so you guys can see, because I don't see it here, and I got like this one. I have like 14,000 pictures. 14,000? Are you crazy? I was like, yup, 14,000, and to know where it is within the sequence is it's not easy. Definitely not easy. I know I have the picture. Like I said, I know I have the picture. It's just probably on my other phone. All right, I'm gonna wrap up the show. And thank you for watching, everyone. I truly appreciate it. And for those who are rewatching, thank you again. Also, I'll be back on here tomorrow reporting on what happened. Yeah, I think it's on my other camera. I'll come back and I'll report what's going on with the news, if anything happened overnight or not. I'm probably gonna sleep in a little bit, so the wake and bake, I don't know if it's gonna happen early or not. I don't know yet. We'll see tomorrow. See how I wake up. But have a good morning, good night. Well, good morning, good night. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Yeah, good night because I'm tired. I'll catch you on the flip side, and we'll do this again tomorrow, like I said, and maybe I have a little bit more energy. It's just I did a morning show here. It was a pretty long one, and then I did this now for like almost 2 hours, and I'm beat. I'm tired. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting to bed. So with that said, have a good night, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.